Hi, I'm Judy. Welcome to Go with Yin Yoga, this outside practice where anything can go sometimes and any noises may be heard. This flow is all about connecting with your sacral chakra, and your sacral chakra has many meanings, many things that throw it out of balance, bring it back into balance. Today we're focusing on the creative connection to your sacral chakra. Well, go ahead and come into an easy seated position, or you can be laying down. If you're seated, I'm suggesting that you sit up on something to make it feel a bit more comfortable. And just begin to feel the support beneath you, whether you're seated or laying down. Feel every point of your body that is connected to the mat, to the earth, to a support. Know that you're safe. Know that whatever you are laying or sitting on will support you and keep you stable. The mantra associated with the sacral chakra is Vam, with a V. V-A-M is how it's normally spelled in English, but it's not Vam. It's kind of Vam. And we're going to chant that for just a couple of minutes here. So if it's comfortable for you, make sure your seat is comfortable, your spine is long, your shoulders are relaxed, and your face is relaxed. And if it's comfortable for you, go ahead and close your eyes, perhaps setting an intention for this practice. And just begin to chant. Vam. Making space for silence and then beginning again. Vam. 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 And also just listen to me. Vam. Vam. Really feel the vibrations in your heart center, in your sacral area. Vam. 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 Now let the chanting go and just spend a few moments in silence. See if anything arises for you, and that's visually, any words, anything. Just see what comes up for you, and it may be nothing at all. And slowly begin to blink your eyes open. If you've been seated on something, I'm going to invite you to come off of that and just spend a moment in a tabletop position, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. I want to share with you this quote. Every human being has creative powers. You were born to create. Appreciate your inborn potential. And that's from Nita Leland. And if it's comfortable for you to stay in tabletop, spreading your fingers very wide, pressing into your hands, especially the index finger and thumbs, you begin to just take some juicy hip circles. I don't really like that word, but it came to me in this moment. You can go back and forth. You can make figure eights, whatever feels comfortable for you. And if down dog is comfortable for you, I invite you to curl your toes under. Deeply bend the knees as you begin to bring your hips up towards the heavens, looking back between your legs. Head is coming about parallel to your biceps. And on an inhale, go ahead and raise that right leg. Bend the right knee out so it's facing out towards the right side, and then just begin to take some slow circles with it. It's not necessary to warm up for a yin yoga practice, but sometimes it can feel very nice. And we're just going to do this for a little bit. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Stretching that right leg up to the sky, and then bending that knee and bringing the foot back to the mat. And pause before going to the second side. Maybe stretch back a little bit. And on your next inhale, lift the left leg up towards the heaven. Bend that left knee out and circles with your left leg. Just a few, breathing deeply in and out through your nose. Getting a little lubrication into those hips. We'll be working them in this flow. And then reaching back with that left leg. Exhale, bring the leg down. Stretch back like a dog. And then slowly drop your knees to your mat. And go ahead. Might want to grab a few blocks or some blankets. Something to sit up on. Maybe a couple of blocks underneath your thighs. We're going to move into some moving butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out to either side. Again, you can always put some blocks underneath. And go ahead, grab your ankles. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, flow forward. Exhale, look inward. So seated cat-cows in a butterfly position. This flow is meant to help you tap into your creativity. Every single one of us is creative in some way. And it's not necessarily via art or writing or painting. It could be cooking. It could be throwing the best parties. That is so not me. It could be, what else? How other ways it could be dressing. So many ways to be creative in this world. And then come to stillness, sitting up, and just pause. As I said, we're moving into these hips a lot, also our low back, also our abs, or you could consider that to be the sacral chakra area. And now I'd like you to slowly just raise and lower your knees. Find a rhythm that feels right to you. It could be a lot faster than me. It could be much slower. As you can see, I'm rocking back and forth. Might be better if you're not. But that's just what I started to do, and it feels okay to me. And we're again just going to do this for just a few seconds. And our affirmation for today is I am creative, or I am a creative person. And then once again, come to stillness and butterfly pose. Again, notice any changes. Has anything shifted for you? Is your energy changed? You feel a little more fluid maybe? That definitely shows that you're getting in touch with your sacral chakra. And now go ahead and take your hands to your knees and begin to circle towards one knee and then over towards the other, coming back. Doesn't matter which knee you start with, we're going to change halfway through. Again, going with the flow, being flexible, tapping into that fluidity, tapping into your creativity. I am creative. And go ahead and switch your circles. And next time you come to the center, let your hands fall down, and once again, come into stillness for a few breaths. Are any ideas floating up for you? Do you feel creative juices flowing? And if you're sitting up on something, actually take your hands below your thighs, bring your knees up. If you're sitting up on something like a bolster, as I am, go ahead and come on off. Take the bolster onto your mat, facing the short end of your mat. And you're going to come up and straddle, taking your knees out wide. We're coming into supported child's pose. If you don't have a bolster, you don't need to use a bolster. If you have a couple of blocks, you can drape yourself over them. Go ahead, come onto that bolster, and just begin to walk yourself down. And turn your cheek to one side. Let your entire body just melt into whatever support you're using. I am creative. If you're not using a bolster, you can also take a block and place your forehead on the block. And that can feel very nice. And that will help you tap into your third eye and your intuition, another creativity area. And if you have your head turned to one side, go ahead and turn it to the opposite side now for the remainder of this pose. Let everything relax around your support. Let your muscles soften. Put aside any effort. Just be. I am creative. Last couple of breaths here. And last breath. Press into your palms wherever you are to bring your torso upright. Walk your hands back towards your body. If you're using a bolster or some blankets, just move them forward a little bit. Go ahead and bring your legs out to the side and then bring them straight out in front of you. Moving into caterpillar pose. If you have that bolster, didn't plan ahead here. Go ahead and take it on top of your legs. And you can also place some blankets on top of it. You can just sit like this, and this can feel really, really nice. But you may want to let your head drape down. And for that, a couple of blocks can be really handy. And play around with where you need them. Maybe you need 2 blocks like I do. Maybe you need 1 on a different height. Just go ahead and let your forehead rest on the edge of your blocks. And let your hands come near your thighs or your hips, whatever feels most comfortable for you. You could also be sitting up on a block or some folded blankets. I am creative. You were born creative. That creativity, it's inside of you. When you tell yourself, I am creative, what emotions bubble up for you? Don't label them, just notice what they are. Maybe write them down after this practice. And the last couple of breaths here. And last breath. Go ahead and take the palms of your hands to your mat, walk them back by your hips, and then just slowly go ahead and raise your head. We're moving into our final resting pose, Savasana. And I invite you to take whatever Savasana pose feels most comfortable to you. There is really no wrong or right way to practice Savasana. Just make it very comfortable and very restful. Perhaps bring your attention back to the intention I offered, or whatever intention that you decided on at the beginning of the flow. And I just want to repeat the poem I read for you in the beginning. Every human being has creative powers. You were born to be creative. Appreciate your inborn potential. Nita Leland. And relax in silence until I speak again. While I encourage you to give yourself more time in Savasana, I recognize you may need to move on with your day. So either continue to relax in Savasana, or begin to really feel your body being supported by the earth once again. Knowing that there's always a safe space that you can come to, where no one will laugh at you, no one will be angry with you. This is a safe place just for yourself. Allow your breath to deepen. And begin to take any little micro movements you need to wake up your body. Maybe a little movement side to side, maybe a little wiggle of those hips again. Perhaps turning your head from side to side. Wiggling fingers and toes, circling ankles and wrists. Whatever movement feels right to you in this moment. On your next inhale, take your arms up above your head, reaching as if you could touch the sky. Really reaching big, full body strength, giving yourself gratitude. And slowly on the exhale, draw your knees in towards your chest and allow your body to fall over to whichever side feels most comfortable. Eyes are still closed. Take a few deep breaths here, giving yourself thanks for taking this time just for you, for realizing that rest is part of balance, and sometimes not doing anything is the right thing. Slowly begin to press into your hands, walking your body back upright, taking a comfortable seated position. Inhale the palms of your hands together in front of your heart. Begin to move your hands back and forth, creating an awareness of this moment, of this body right here, right now, and then allowing your hands to come to stillness in front of your heart. Elbows flare out to either side. Thumbs press into your heart center. Deep inhale, deep exhale. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be free from pain and suffering. And may you be creative. Slightly bowing your head over your hands, blinking your eyes open, taking in your mat, the rest of the room, or outside. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed practicing with you. If you enjoyed this practice, please go ahead and click the like button. That helps me to bring free yoga to even more people. And if you'd like to practice with me again, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell button. Take a peek in the description box below. I have a question for you to ponder. And you can also join my private Facebook group. There's a link to that below, as well as a bunch of other things that may interest you. Have a wonderful day or evening. Thank you for joining me.